That is, yes, okay. 1 and 2. One of those is a hit. Kip takes another 25 points of damage. He is not staggered. He's basically, he grits his teeth in the pain and swoops lower down towards the trees. But like, not like he's falling. He's actually swooping.
Okay, cool.
And now it's the Dire Bear's turns. This one's going to try and attack Pearson again. He's got...
well, I'm no threat to you.
He's going to bite you again, or try to. That is a 21.
I'm on my second. He beat me again by a friggin' tie.
All right, that is just 24 points of damage, because it was not an even.
Oh, only 24.
Yeah, only.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to... Oh, yeah, he does. I'm sorry, he does take 28. Was it 28 points of ongoing damage?
So it's 24.
24. All right. Okay. He's not looking too hot. All right, and the other one is going to turn around and attack Cole. That is a 23.
That hits.
All right, another 24 points of damage.
I'm going to negate 10 of that.
All right. And that is their turn. He's going to try and save. It's a hard save, right?
No.
No, just regular?
Save.
All right, so he is going to try and just save against it. He makes it. All right. Now it's your turn, Jarek.
All right. Let's see here. This Dire Bear can get a free attack on Jarek. Go for it, buddy. I'm going to cast a spell here.
All right. Let me do that. Let's see, +8. That is,
you are
15.
a failure. You absolutely suck at hitting Jarek Veerball. I would like to congratulate you, Dire Bear, on not being able to hit the squishiest character in the party. You fucking get nothing other than this. Good day, sir. Have 28 more points of ongoing negative energy damage. I'm going to use my quick action and move action to just belittle how shitty Nye is with his stupid development of inconsequential enemies and end my turn.
Nice. Berate him.
Very nice.
Emasculate him metaphorically, and then I'll do it literally. It's perfect.
All right. Fang is going to attack Olivia. Bam, bam. Oh my gosh. So that's 2 criticals in a row. Give me a second. That is... Hang on. 120 points of damage. Olivia is definitely staggered. She's not looking too hot. She, basically her attacks are starting to get less fierce.
Okay.
Just so you know, she's staggered, but not by... She doesn't look like she's dying yet. She's just not doing too hot.
I know.
All right. That is Fang's turn. Pearson, it is your turn.
This guy looks like he's in rough shape. Correct?
Yes.
He's taking ongoing damage, but he'll still get to attack beforehand, so we're going to try to put him in his place. I'm going to be delivering... It counts as a kick attack, but really what I'm going to be doing is grabbing it by the side of its head, and since I missed with that uppercut, I'm going to try slam the top of my knee underneath his jaw, hoping to break it.
Okay.
So let's roll to hit. He is staggered, so I add a +2 to this. Actually, wait. Change attack. I was going to do the good old a rebound attack, but what I'm going to do is actually my new ability called No Weakness. I'm going to gain a +4 bonus with this attack because I'm targeting an enemy taking ongoing damage. So, here's so I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm assuming a 32 is a hit.
Yes, definitely hit.
Now, this is awesome. Was that naturally even? It was.
Yes.
So you have to maybe help me out here, because natural even hit, as a hit, plus I gain resist damage 16 plus until the start of my next turn. What does that mean?
That means that anything that tries to attack you, if they roll below a natural 16, you only take half that damage.
Nice. I like that. That's really cool. See, I created this new ability because it synergizes really well with what Jarek does. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 5d10 plus my sneak attack, plus this time, for crying out loud, my strength bonus, which is at a +4, 8.
You get a
Yeah,
plus
plus
8,
eight.
yeah.
A +8, and I get my +4 because I'm attacking someone who is the weakness thing. So I do 39. Wow, 3-1, so whatever. 39 points of damage to it.
Is not only do you crack its jaw, you must have unhinged something in its neck or its spine or its brain because it keels over.
Excellent. And now I have resist 16
Jared takes a
plus.
free action to nod at how Pearson just proved the shoddy quality thing absolutely correct.
When it falls,
straight.
it melts back into a very dead, motionless golem.
Great. I guess that was my attack. I guess I can move to hit as well, can't I? Mean, I can move as well, right?
Correct. Yeah, because you're not engaged with anyone.
Okay, well, I will move to engage just on this flank here with Cole, help him out.
All right.
But that's my turn.
Okay. Cole, it is now your turn.
Marvelous. I don't have to try to roll disengage now. I will now spin around, and in its particular whatever face that it may have, I'm going to be throwing some large pikes down at it.
All right. That is a miss.
That is 5 damage, and another one is coming down on his face.
That is a hit.
Ooh. 31 points of damage.
So just 36 total, which is... okay. All right. There you go. Anything else?
No. That is actually going to be it.
Okay. Escalation goes up to 2. And it is now your turn, Finn. Now, when your turn rolls around, Kip kind of banks around so that he's headed towards the beast. And he tells you, like, he shouts in the wind that he's going to pass underneath them and hit the wings. And it looks like you're going to pass really close underneath it.
Okay, Finn will shout, "Got it!" and hold up her blades at the ready, I guess.
All right. Basically, when you pass, I'm just going to let you attack like normal.
Okay.
That is a hit. Not a natural, so you get only 1 attack. But remember, it's your magical blades, so add another, was it 4d6 onto that, I believe?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. That is 4/5 of its hit points, and you're aiming for the wings, so its ring is tattered. Your daggers completely, with that amount of damage, sear it off at the joint as you pass by, and another one of them, the one you hit, actually spirals to the ground.
Ah, yes.
If
Good
not
thing.
dead, at least not a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. There's only one left.
All right, cool. And then to Baby Junior, who sees that big rumpus over there.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom nom, and does the maneuver, paw print, jingle, and bites.
That's a hit. 16 points of damage.
The move, maneuver, paw print, jingle.
I speak words good.
It actually does. It actually does sound like a name Baby Junior would come up with.
Baby Junior.
All right. That is anything else for this turn?
No, we're good.
All right, Keen, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to try and use another rat arrow.
Okay.
And aim for his eye.
Okay. That is a
31 versus
hit.
AC. That is not a crit, though. But that is a hit. 37 damage.
All right. That is.
And he is weakened, and he has his initiative lowered to 13.
And that is a lot of damage. Your arrow pierces the eye. It doesn't pierce the pupil. So it looks like he can still see out of it, but he is trying to blink blood out, and he roars, and for the first time looks at you.
Oh, joy.
All right. But yeah, your arrow did a lot of damage to him.
Yep.
Okay, it's now the flying golem's turns. The one remaining golem is basically as close as you guys are. It actually crashes into Kip, and you're several hundred feet up in the air, but you are starting to kind of not plummet to the ground. Kip is doing his best to try and stay afloat, but it's going to attack him with... Actually, no, it's attacking... Yeah, it's attacking him because it's crashing into him. With its beak and claws. So... Hang on a second. No, actually, I'm sorry. I know I'm changing my a lot. It's going to attack you because you're the one that's been doing most of the damage. So this is versus you.
Okay.
That's a critical.
Oh boy.
That is 30 points of damage, and I am
What
on
the
a
fuck
fire.
are you
I
doing
don't
taking
know.
all of our critical dice, Squeegee?
Stop
Christ, dude.
Hitting
I'm
God.
sorry.
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
Bad squeak.
Oh,
It's an illness.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm sorry. All right.
Don't you wish you teleported back with us?
I don't know what I want anymore.
The dire bear is going to continue attacking Cole. That is a 27. I
That
assume
hits.
that'll be hit. That is 24 points of damage. And because escalation die is even, it activates its special dire ability, which is called dire regeneration. When escalation die is even, this animal heals damage equal to triple its level. And it is level 5, so it heals 15 points of damage.
What an asshole.
All right. That is their turn, Jarek.
Here, you can have that, little buddy. 18 versus physical defense.
Is not a hit.
In turn.
All right. And then it is Fang's turn.
The dire bear takes 5 damage.
Aha. Thank you. So it's... Okay, it's there.
Don't forget weakened.
Yes, I know. Weakened. He looks at you and looks back to Olivia and looks back to you, and then he grins, and then he starts attacking Olivia with relish. However, he is weakened, and I'm plus giving him a... All right. I'm giving him a further penalty because he's got one eye that is injured, so...
I don't know, man. That's
Not,
pretty bad taste. I mean, attacker with relish. I think normally dragons get mustard.
It's true.
Maybe ketchup.
And
but
maybe you're
whatever.
starting to see
Yeah.
why Fang is a bit of an outcast.
You know, I thought he was pretty interested in this to begin with. I don't understand how you could differentiate between relish and greater relish. I mean,
1,
true.
2, 3. None of them hit.
Thank fuck.
Olivia, seeing what you did, starts fighting back and actually manages to deflect all of his attacks.
Yeah. Don't forget, you didn't change his initiative to 13. So
I did not.
technically,
Thank you. I will do that.
Pearson should have gone.
And
Oh.
I will even say this: she gets out from underneath him, and they're kind of facing off against each other now.
Oh.
All right, Pearson, it is your turn.
Sup, homie? So this guy's not staggered anymore, I'm assuming, because he kind of healed himself a little bit. But I'm assuming these protrusions on this side, those are bones sticking out of them, right?
Yes.
Well, what kind of bone splitter would I be if I didn't do something about that, right? So I'd like to have my attack. I'm really just doing my my attack, which is we're gonna go with the Fist of the Street King, jab attack. But really, what I'm gonna try to do is just break off a piece of that fucking bone, and you know, break it.
All right.
I got a natural 20.
Wow.
Yay! It's back to us, my friends, my players, the right
Yay.
side. Criticals have now returned to us. So, should I just double the dice that I'm going to roll?
Yes, and what I'll say is you automatically snap off the bone, and this attack is what you do with that bone.
Oh, sweet! I'm going to just jab the pointy end back inside of him.
Return to Cinder.
Yeah, return to sender. Plus, I guess my my critical, my sneak attack damage doesn't double. No.
Correct. Nor does your ability damage, but the base
Okay.
damage does.
Base damage does. Okay, so that's 10d6 plus 2d8 plus 8.
Wait. Yes, the ability modifier damage doubles.
it does?
Because normally you don't even add extra dice. You just take the damage value and then double it. So
no, you're
yes,
right,
it would all
Fine.
have a ×2 multiplier on it, except for the
My
sneak attack.
Oh, should I just be times 2ing this then?
Yes,
And
you
just
should be.
add my-
I don't know.
just
I don't know what
roll
I'm thinking.
everything
And then
times
just add
2.
my... But not my sneak attack, though,
No,
right?
no, your sneak attack
Everything.
too. No, he's
Oh,
absolutely
okay.
right. I don't know. I'm off my game tonight. No, it's literally just double whatever you normally roll.
All right,
Your-
so
what
I'll just
happened?
roll this and double it. Okay.
What happened is all of your GM brain went into those crits, and now they're gone.
Yeah, that's what it is. Every 20 I roll sucks out my intelligence.
I just-
That is a
76.
66.
Yep.
All right. He is definitely staggered, despite his
Good.
regeneration.
Well, yeah, he didn't. That's what happens. People don't expect it, but then here I am.
Indeed. So you break off his bone and jab it, I don't know what, into his neck? That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, right into the side of his neck. I guess I missed the jugular because I didn't kill him, but do these things bleed?
Yes, they do,
Oh,
oddly enough.
Well, then I'm coated in it, but that's fine by me. I'm done.
All right. Cole, it is your turn.
See if I back up or not. Nope. I'm going to be attacking.
All right.
22.
That is a hit.
All right. So that is 39 points of damage.
He is staggering around on his feet, like he's not even really aware of what's going on.
Okay, I'm going to use my encounter thing to attack again.
All right. That is
21.
a hit, and that is a dead golem. It falls to the ground. It gives a shudder, and then it falls to the ground, and much like the other one, shrinks back into a white golem that is not moving.
Groovy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else this turn?
Nope. That's all I can do.
Escalation goes up to 3 for the rest of you. It is now Finn's turn. You have a bird clawing on you.
Okay, cool. So the bird's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Taking out my blades and let's roll,
All right.
bitch. So that's 9 plus 3. Wow, I can do math.
That is a hit.
And then I'll just do another one for you. Right
Indeed.
there.
That is another hit, and that is okay. It's got a few hit points left after that kind of damage, but you're flying. This thing's got like 4 hit points left. It's pummeling to the ground.
Yay!
So that's all 3 of them. And for you, effectively, combat, much like the other party, is stalled, and you and Kip can kind of like, what do you want to do now?
Oh God, I'm not sure. Do we have a plan after we fought off?
Not really. As one player speaking to another player, though, it would make sense that either you chase after and help out Olivia and Keen, wherever they landed, or come back up to the top of the tower where we're supposed to be confronting Nye. Or a third option, if you can think of it.
Very true. And first part, Kip will leave it up to you.
Do we know where the Olivia and
Oh, yes. You can follow the roars. Definitely. Okay. I should point out that at this time, there is a huge amount of ruckus and roars coming from the base of the mountain where you saw all those dragons tied up. And Fang's and Olivia's roars are even outpacing them.
Okay. Finn will look down and say, "How do you feel about taking on Fang?"
Without a word, he's going to dive straight for Fang.
Let's do it!
All right, Keen, it is your turn.
Keen is going to take a deep breath, aim at his fucking eye, and try and fucking hit.
Fuck you, NPC.
God damn these dice!
That
26
is
versus AC?
a hit.
That is a hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. So
That is 37
Now
points of damage.
apologize to the dice.
And your
Darn.
second arrow bursts his eye.
Ooh.
And the second his eye is burst, he curses and he says, "Damn you, human!" And he breathes acid completely in an odd wrong direction. And Olivia just charges him. And without being able to see what's going on, Olivia, who is not a bad fighter herself, manages to get a vital chomp on his head. And she just squeezes as he struggles, and then stops struggling, and then falls down.
Woo!
And that's
We
that.
helped.
Yay!
Yeah, you helped. And Fang is dead. Without any eyes, he wasn't much of a match for her, even in her wounded condition. So that's that. She is bleeding gratuitously, but she is standing. She's limping, but she definitely doesn't look like she's in mortal danger. She just looks really injured.
Okay. Is there any way for her to go back to human form and I treat her wounds or something? Is there anything that I can do?
Yes and no. Because she is a dragon, and she will shrink back down to her human form and give you a hug. Your potions aren't going to do anything for her, but you can, in her human form, obviously her wounds also shrunk. You can bandage them now.
Yeah, I was thinking of using the brown liquid.
Yes, that will work, because as she shrinks, so do her wounds.
Yeah.
But your potion would not do anything to her.
Yeah, that's fine. Then that's what I'll do.
All right. And I guess with that, Kip and Finn will alight upon the ground. And Kip will be worried about his mom, but she'll wave him away and say, "The tower. We need to go."
Wait.
And-
Wait. We? Who's all going to the tower?
Olivia will say, "All of us, as soon as I stop bleeding."
You don't look like you're good for tower battling there, Olivia.
She looks up at Finn and she nods and she says, "I may not be at the best, but my presence there is better than none."
Is it?
She nods.
All right, well, I won't stop you, I guess.
Are you sure you want to do this?
She looks at you straight in the eye. "Would you do any different?"
No.
All right, everyone, this is time for a quick rest up. Use your recoveries if you need to.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, definitely.
Wowie!
Now, the party in the tower, we can say that obviously, well, it kind of did. The combats ended around the same time. While they're getting on the ground below, I would say you guys on the stairs have a little bit of time to determine what you're going to do next before they can get up to you and rejoin you.
I'm advancing. I'm not fucking waiting for
Yeah,
anything.
I'm down. I don't know what's going on, so
Yeah.
I would just continue the momentum with Jarek to continue to advance. But exactly the timing and everything, the ball's completely in your court there.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm-
I figured that would be the case, and so go ahead, Bern.
I'm going to suggest something to Kip. Would it be possible for him to carry myself and his mom in human form up?
He says he could carry all three of you. It'd be a little difficult, but he's certainly willing to try.
All right, then that's what we should do. She should stay in human form until her wounds close.
All right, that'll actually speed things up a bit.
All right, removing temporary hit points. Inferno, you should roll for your ring.
Yes,
Oh,
and I'll
thank you.
roll for my
and my belt.
And your belt, yes.
shitty.
I'll do ring first. Nope, buy ring. I'll try belt now. Yeah, I have my belt, which is
You have your belt.
when in
Your
doubt.
amazing belt.
Let's see if I get my gloves back. Of course I don't. I never get them back. Woo!
Never. You've only ever used them once.
No, I only get them back at full heal ups. That's the only time I get my gloves back. and they never fucking work. These things are so goddamn shitty.
Have your gauntlets ever hit something?
No! I've always used them. They've never worked.
Well, then
Ever.
it's down. You know what? Just be silver lining. They're due for something very dramatic in the future.
I would also use this as a role play. You know, it's a living being. You could be like, so really, what's up?
Why do you hate me?
Because I don't
Right?
feed you? I don't know. You needed food. Anyway.
What do you want to eat?
I'm rolling for things. Lightning
Okay.
bolt. Lightning bolt's back.
Woohoo!
I'm now rolling for random item bracelet. That's back, and ring of
Nice.
defense. That is not back.
All right. All right. So, do you guys definitely have time to get up to the door if you're advancing?
Oh
to it?
yeah, I want
It
to.
is-
What I would really like to do personally is for us to approach the door, and I'd like Pearson, all blood slick, to kick that fucker open, if it's possible.
All right.
Unless it's a pull door.
Okay. Let me do it this way.
Yeah.
That's how big the door is. I don't think you're kicking that baby open.
Okay, Cole Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, by the way. Pearson wants to point to Cole and say, "I will never, ever, ever get tired of fighting by your side." And Jarek, well, what can I say?
You say it like it is our last stand.
No. I don't know. Adrenaline, you know? Speaking of, want to help me kick this fucking door open? You take one side, I take the other?
Rough.
We gotta make this. BJ. Oh, BJ.
Scratching at, or she's scratching at the door.
Jarek like thinks of like maybe like just trying the door or like using a cantrip. He's like,
No.
no.
Yeah,
this
we
is
gotta
good."
fuck. Yeah, no. We gotta
All right.
make an entrance. All right.
Give me. It is giant, but it is made out of wood. Give me a roll using your strength. I would say Daredevil from Cole because I guess kicking doors is a daredevilish thing to do. And Pearson, born on the streets because you were an enforcer. I think breaking and entering was kind of your thing.
Yep, it was one of the few things I definitely did. Plus my level, of course.
Of course.
All right, I got a 17. Oh, cool.
Okay.
You always have to-
So Cole's foot actually splinters it a bit. Yours does not. Perhaps a few more attempts might do it. Can you guys also, the two of you and Baby Junior as well, Finn, just use your stats for this, but roleplay it accordingly. Roll me an awareness check. So your intelligence plus your level plus half of your born in the streets, Piff, your tracking. Finn, just add a straight, say, 15 to Baby Junior, because Baby Junior's a wolf.
Wait, a 15?
Yeah. Just like
15?
nothing else, just your roll plus 15.
Oh.
Sorry, take a couple of that off.
Okay.
I got actually a 21.
Oh, okay.
I pressed enter when I should have pressed backspace.
All right.
My
Baby
God,
Junior,
Baby Junior's smarter than me.
not smarter, just
Aware.
a wolf with incredible hearing.
Oh.
Baby Junior and Pearson, you do hear this, not as avid as Baby Junior's. You hear kind of a rolling on the other side and two small thunks on the door. So like roll, thunk, thunk.
Might have been a lock.
When I say, maybe I should make clear, when I say rolling, something rolling towards the door.
Baby Junior
Oh.
looks at Pearson.
We might want to step aside.
I don't have time for this anymore. Boom! Knock.
Yeah, but I want to step aside first. Do we have time to
Cole is not going to be stepping aside. He is
Jarek
too
actually
unaware
like
of the
regains
situation.
like the old anger in his voice, like I don't have time for this, and just like slams forward with his skeletal hand,
Okay.
like
Okay.
like an aerial backhand.
That sounds like Jarek, yeah.
So you knock the doors open, and
There we go.
okay, I'm gonna roll a percentage die. Give me a second, because this could be potentially hilarious. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. So when you knock the doors open, they slam open, and like pinball flippers, shoot the vials back across the floor. Let me go ahead and reveal this area. The vials of something that Nye had thrown to the door scared her back to about midway through the room, and he actually has to kind of dance out of the way as they explode in a column of fire.
Excellent. Thanks to Jarek blowing the door open, columns of fire hitting the air, Pearson will just be like, "See, you didn't let us finish. Now I see how annoying that is. You're right, Nye. You're right." And Pearson's gonna step on in.
All right. Doors are open. You can just go ahead and enter in. When you enter, what you see before you is a room of white stone floors. Several to your left, a giant machine that is pumping out steam and has tubes that go up to this roof, which is, fair to say the cannon is right above you. You see what looks like a giant mechanism in front. Lots of pipes and steams and levers and wheels and knobs. On either side are large tables with all kinds of implements. It looks like maybe experimentation tables. And to your right is a table full of all sorts of odds and ends and items and stuff. And in the center, I don't actually have a token of him, so I'm just going to place him, is Nye, standing in front of the apparatus with all the levers and knobs and such. Oh, actually, hang on. You guys go ahead. I'm going to... Kriana, can you shoot me the colored version of Nye? Go ahead and go, guys. He's just staring there looking at you guys.
No, go ahead, Jarek.
No, that was just pretty awesome, wasn't it? You fucking people opened the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love how...
you made that very dramatic. I have to tap my hat off to you.
It was either that or rolling a 1 for equal dramatic tension. Like,
yeah.
What I love about that is you even made it so they didn't have to roll any sort of, like, dodge the fire checks or anything, because it just pinballed them right back.
Yeah. So, I bet you have a lot of questions going through your head. But don't worry. You're not going to have a lot of thoughts going through there very quickly. And at this point, Pearson is stepping towards Nye. Oh, well, go ahead. Speak.
Nye will look at you curiously and say, "Fascinating. I never imagined you would get this far."
Oh, wow. If you find that fascinating, you're going to find this next part really captivating. And Pearson is, like, rolling up his bloody sleeves as he's talking.
With that, he actually holds up a hand and it says, "1 second." And then his eyes kind of get distant and says, "Yes, my master. They're here. Of course, my master." And with that, Nye starts transforming. His form, his visage, transforms into... Hang on a second. Let me pull it from the...
Fucking alchemist!
Hang on. Where is it? Okay. It first goes from being Nye to... morphs into what looks much like all the other golems you've been facing, except huge. Hang on. Let me make that a bit smaller. Where's the box on it? Oh God. But it's black. And it has 2 glowing pinpoint eyes. And from there, it doesn't stop. It continuously changes into an altogether different shape. And this shape gets bigger and darker. And what you eventually see before you is what looks like a shadow. If you could say a creature, a demon made from nothing but blackness is what you see. And it stands towering above you, about 11 feet. And darkness seems to evaporate from it like a miasma. And its eyes glow with pinpoints of fire. And it stares down at you, and in a demonic voice it says, "So these are the champions."
Yep. That's us.
You have fared better than any I have ever met. You know who I am.
Well, I have a pretty good idea, but why don't you make it official?
And right about this time, at least I forget, is about the time everyone makes it into the room. So everyone else gets in to see this guy.
Do we have the fucking wish stones with us, guys?
Sure. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. Pearson doesn't
He
have
has
one on
one.
this person. I'm just asking as a player. Okay. All right.
What the fuck is that?
Oh well, he was. Good thing you just joined, Finn. And Pearson still kind of has a kind of smirk on his face, but his voice is definitely wavering a little bit. Like this is pretty fucking intense, and he's just trying to keep up a brave front, so to speak. I'm pretty sure we're talking to Azale.
You are correct, human.
So. You should probably leave. I don't mean your body. I mean you and your armies. You might as well just leave. All of Ardenfell is united against you now. It's only a matter of time.
He laughs. United! You understand nothing, pup. I have been conquering for a millennia. What unity do you speak of? Your nation of Coalhaven is paralyzed with indecision. Your dwarves face a disaster that has put them on the brink of annihilation. Your orcs are on the precipice of being overrun by the undead.
Oh,
And the
that's not gonna
Hyles? You know very little.
Well, you're right about that. But considering what happened about a month ago and how this entire continent should be shattered already, we've done extraordinarily good against really, really poor odds. And now that the fact that we have the Lich King working with us, I'm thinking our job is going to get a lot easier. Those orcs, not going to be a problem anymore. Those dwarfs, we'll help them out. We'll figure out the high elf situation, and eventually, when Cullhaven sees that everyone else is stronger, they'll join in as well.
Azil looks unmoved by your speech. And he says, moths always burn brightest when they enter the flame.
I don't even understand that.
He's saying that we're going to be burning moths, but we'll just see about that. Hey, of course, we could probably put an end to things right now. Don't you think, folks?
Finn blinks.
I mean, you are. I'm assuming you've possessed the body of Nye. Is Nye still around? Do we still get to kill him?
You hear kind of in the distance the voice of Night. Oh, no, that's just one of my special golems. I was never there. Silence! What exactly do you think you could do? Use the wish stones? This is nothing but a puppet, a conduit.
So maybe I'll reverse the question. How do you actually plan on stopping us? Because everything you've done so far has been a complete and utter failure. And if you keep failing over and over and over and over again, before you know it, your little victory is going to slip beneath your fingers. So, what are you going to do? You have no real power here. You're just inhabiting a special fucking golem. Congratulations. Good for you.
What will I do? I will take this victory from you. Like this. And he reaches back and does something. Pulls out a wand. What looks like a wand from the apparatus. And it begins to glow. And you hear up above you the cannon start to move. And you can see the actual edge of the cannon dipping out below a window, pointed down directly into the cavern where all the dragons are fighting golems. And it begins to charge. And with that he says, "Goodbye, petty humans. Next time we meet, you will be on your knees. Oh, and do look to your precious city in the trees. It won't be there much longer. And with that, he reverts back down to the golem that you saw earlier, the black one. Where is it? Where did I just put it? Oh, it's right there. It's standing right there. And the black golem takes the wand and actually opens up what looks to be a mouth and swallows it. And roll for initiative.
Boy.
So let me explain. The cannon looks like it's charging more and more, and I'm not gonna leave this a big mystery to you. You have about 6 rounds, because otherwise, you won't have any idea.
It would have been nice to keep that mystery. It would have been a lot more tense.
Oh, well, okay.
But that's okay. No, that's okay. That's just my
Yeah,
personal
remind-
feedback.
remember.
Other people could be super, super worried about it. It would have been really fun to do a countdown against the clock, right? Really send like a lot of urgency. But I understand why you did it, though. It's appreciated.
Well,
But
no,
just
it's still something I can keep in mind for the future. I just kind of thought the other way, but if everyone prefers it other ways, I can keep that in mind. So give me a second. Escalation die is down to 1. This thing is moving incredibly quickly. And it is going to basically have 4 turns every turn. So let me go ahead and roll those initiatives. Actually, I'll just roll 1, and then I will do it like this. So, its initiative is 27 divided by 4. Bern, you're good with the maths. Can you do that for me?
27 divided by 4?
Yeah.
That should be...
That's not even 8.
Yeah.
It's 6.75, so
Right.
increments of 7, I reckon.
All right. So then we will do...
27, 20, 13, and then
7, 20, 13, and
6?
6. Yeah, we'll do
Would be-
6. All right.
it's off by 1, but whatever. Round up.
All right, and then we will do descending. I'm just gonna, for the sake of convenience and whatnot, we'll leave Olivia and Kip. Obviously, Olivia's not in much condition to fight anyway, so
Yeah, she isn't.
we'll leave them there. Let me go ahead and put this in descending order.
Mhm.
And yeah, Keen, it is your turn.
Question, where are the those fire vials?
They're gone.
gone.
No, wait.
It dissipated.
Okay. Well, since this is an encounter ability, can I shoot at it? Not quite?
Shoot at what? The golem?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. I am going to say that it will die this day because it's an encounter ability, and I will attack it
All right.
with... Oh, I have a question.
Hmm?
If I were to use the rat arrows, would it decrease every single one of them by 4?
Ooh. No, I would say it would decrease one of them by 4.
Can I decide which one, or is it...
We'll just say the highest one. Unless, well, you know what? No, I'll let you have that choice. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I will use a rat arrow,
All right.
and I will try and shoot at it. Did the rune dissipate on my bow?
Yes, this is considered a new fight.
Okay. Boop, boop. And I'm aiming at its head. Boop. 13 versus...
That is a miss.
Okay. 9 damage,
All right.
and I am done.
All right. All right. Jarek, is your turn.
Standard action. This is on Pearson. Ghoul form on Pearson.
Nice. Thank you.
Quick action. I'm going to cast Unholy Strength. My chosen target will be Pearson. However, I get to randomly roll from nearby targets. That's me, Finian, BJ, Pearson, as well as Keen. Cole's not close enough. All right, that's going to be a 1d5. I'm 1, Finn's 2, BJ's 3, Pearson's 4, and Keen is 5. Roll 1d5. Awesome. Me. Just
Nice.
unholy strength. Jarek and Pearson gain a +4 bonus to attack, damage, and save rolls until you end your turn staggered or until the end of the battle. So Pearson has a +8 attack roll bonus, a +4
Wow.
damage bonus, and a +4 save bonus. I have a +4 attack, damage, and save bonus. That's fantastic. I'm going to take a move action and I'll relocate to like here because I'm awesome. I'm feared in turn.
All right. Pearson, your turn.
Pearson's gonna take out his knife and be like, let's cut this fucking thing from it. Anything you guys can do to make sure it doesn't move around so much is gonna be peachy keen. And I'm not gonna be able to get there in one move. And it's fast, right?
Yes.
I would like to... Would I be able to charge towards it so I'm engaged with it?
Yes,
But
I would
obviously
say
can't do
if you
that.
run full tilt at it, yeah. I'm going to say that's close enough. You can, you
Cool.
can engage with
Yeah,
it.
I would love to do a body slam, but I just don't think there's enough time in the world to do that. So
Okay.
I'm going to try and make sure it just can't move around as much. You know what I mean? If I got to... yeah, no, that's... Oh, God, it's going to attack me, but whatever. Here I am. I'm going to move to engage it.
All right.
Prevent it from dancing around.
So, boss's first turn. It is going to offer up what you're given. So
fuck.
it's just going to pummel you with its fists. That's an 18.
That's a miss.
All right, it rolled an even, so it does get a second attack. That is a 1. Its turn is over for that one. Actually, critical 1. I'm going to say it loses one of its turns. So it's Finn's turn.
Oh,
Awesome.
I guess, okay, here's what happened.
That's
It was a
consistent.
bit, well, golems can't really be surprised, but it didn't expect Pearson to just charge him like
All right.
that.
cool. Finn's gonna run up, pull out her bow, and is Pearson in the way?
No, yes, well, Pearson is engaged. If you roll a critical 1, you might have an issue, but just don't do that, you'll be fine.
I can take an arrow. We gotta take this thing down.
Okay.
So good.
I'll do a range attack. I hope I don't hit you in the butt. Why do
I'll
numbers
just take
not?
you
There we
in the
go.
butt back. There we go.
That is
You're
a
fine.
miss.
Wow.
Can I roll again?
You mean your
No,
encounter
that's-
ability? That's not a melee attack, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done, and BJ will run up next to me.
All right. It is now the boss's turn again. Boss is going to roll to disengage. Let's see if he does that. No, he does not. So he's going to take an attack of opportunity, Pearson, as he dashes straight for Finn.
Now, as I make an attack of opportunity, does that count as a sneak attack? Or no?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, okay, I have to
It's
stay
just
where I
a
am.
base
Okay.
attack, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he's not in any sort of disadvantage. Okay, so 1d20 plus... No escalation, so it's just my basic to hit, right?
Correct.
Oh, wait, what the fuck am I talking about? Plus my goddamn +8 that I got.
Right.
Yes.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Inferno.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a hit.
Good one. All right, so basic attack, which is going to be 5d8 plus my strength as per normal, plus a bonus +4 because of the buff.
Yes.
34 points of damage to it. I'm gonna
Very nice.
slice it around. I'm gonna try to slice it around the gut, but wherever it hits him.
All right. It does slice around the gut, but your blade kind of like, it feels like a really thick clay. It kind of goes in and out, and it's almost like you didn't do. You could barely notice the line.
Okay.
All right. Hang on. I have to math, which is my bane. Okay. All right. It is going to attack Finn.
Oh boy.
Well, I don't know why it doesn't like you. I don't know why it doesn't want to just tango with me.
I don't know.
That's a 28.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, that's 15 points of damage. And it was an
Okay.
even, so it's attacking again, 21.
That's a hit.
That's 10 points of damage.
So that was 25 total.
Correct.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right, Cole, it's your turn.
He's going to see what his gauntlets give him. I hope it's Finn.
Oh my god.
It's a 20!
Woo!
Okay, now we see
Real
what a
middle
20
ground
is.
this session.
Now it shows up in your hands.
Broken.
Hang
I
on.
get the wand in my hand.
No, hang on. I have
Is
to
it the
figure
gimme
out-
cash imp? I hope
That
it's
was-
the gimme the cash imp.
Oh. Give me the cash.
I have to figure this
Throw
out.
me.
All right. I'm not... Okay, I know what I'm going to do. So, Piff, and you'll understand why I'm trying to think of that in a second. In your outstretched hand appears a globe of blackness. And it feels almost like Jell-O. It's moldable. It feels very cool. And it almost feels like it's sucking the heat out from you. Not to an uncomfortable degree, but you can feel it. And it sits there in your hand. And you can hold it. It might be a bit big for, say, someone like Finn's hand, but in your big maw, it just fits perfectly. And it just kind of sits there and quivers in your hand while black tendrils rise from it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do with this thing. I'm wondering if it's like the thing's heart and I should crush it in my hand, or...
No. I can tell you this at least. No, it's something completely different that the gauntlet summoned to you. The gauntlet, the only thing that I'll even tell you this. The Finn thing is just is a 1. It won't summon things from other things in the room to you. It is a completely random, different item.
Okay. I will step forward and give it running forward, still looking at what the flip this thing is, and then chuck it, I guess, square at the thing's chest. Let's see.
Roll your regular attack, but this is versus its PD, not its AAC.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do it as a single attack. I'm not gonna do my double attack.
Okay.
So it raises the particular thing to a D10 die roll thing.
24 versus its PD. That is just barely a hit. All right. So what happens is this globe hits the creature and envelops it in a sphere of blackness. And when the sphere disappears, the creature is no longer there. And the wand falls and clatters to the floor.
What? What?
So, Piff's critical 20 is basically an orb that will remove one opponent from the battlefield into another plane of existence.
But what about the wand?
I said the wand clatters to the floor.
Oh, did you? I did
Yeah,
not hear that.
that's
part.
why.
I'm
That's
so
why I was
sorry.
like, I was stressing out, going, okay, I'm not going to screw them over because he got a critical. That's
Hence the I know. Okay, that
dick
makes
move
sense. All
on
right,
my part.
Okay.
But
okay, sorry.
yeah, you just literally pulled out a critical at the absolute best time you could have.
Yay!
Wow.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you're OP.
Alright.
Okay, well, let's deal with this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn will just blink like 30 times and just go like, I need a drink.
Pearson's gonna run over to the wand and thrust it into Jarek's hand. Like, he isn't gonna say anything, but his eyes are screaming, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
Okay, Jarek attempts to fix it.
You can feel a magical energy radiating from it, but it's nothing you're familiar with. And
Okay, Jarek attempts to fix it.
could you be more specific?
No, I can't.
Oh, well.
Uh,
Okay,
You
the
what?
fix it was more like fix the situation. It was, I have to agree, I was being playfully vague there. but I don't know anything about magic, so I'm gonna just be quiet now.
Neither do I.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to stop the dragon cannon from firing. I mean, like,
Oh yeah, okay. Good point. Well, do we think this wand controls the cannon? I mean,
if I
got-
literally don't know how, I'm just going to fling lightning across this room until I destroy every piece of machinery in here, which is what I was planning on doing against the golem anyway. I mean, like,
Okay.
I don't know what more you want for the situation, Squee. I'm trying to stop the dragon cannon.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Everyone, roll me an awareness check. We'll do it that way.
Okay.
What? Like,
Just trust me,
All right.
and use your wisdom or intelligence, whichever one would fit better for your character.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I got a 3.
I got a rock.
Well, I can just... Okay, Jarek and Pearson, you both recall that the wand was pulled from a slot in the machine.
Oh, okay. That's right.
okay.
That's... balls in your court.
Yeah, Cole can't do anything. He doesn't.
Okay, how about this? Jarek, you start destroying everything in here. I'll put the wand inside the machine and see what the fuck happens. Oh,
Okay.
wait, do we think that's a good idea?
That works for me.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm good
I
with
don't know how
destroying
plugging the thing back in is going to somehow get it to not fire, but I don't
I
understand
know, that's
things.
what I'm thinking
Maybe,
too.
maybe it's a safety switch.
Here
Maybe
you go,
put it out and
Pearson.
it
You can have
charges.
this.
You know,
Okay.
maybe you need to put the thing in to, stop it.
We need to
Okay,
do some
come,
science
Keen,
here, guys.
Keen, come over here with me, Keen. Come over here.
Fucking-
I don't want to be in
Fuck.
charge of killing all the fucking dragons.
Oh, and you want me to do it?
No, we'll just do it together.
Fucking damn it. But he's
All
gonna
right.
look over at Olivia worried.
No. You're right. It could be a safety thing. He was getting this away from our hands for a reason, right? It's just I don't want to be ignorant about this. This is a pretty big, heavy deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just put it in and just see what happens. Pearson's going to put the wand inside the slot, but the second anything gets to really jinky, I'm going to pull it right back out again, but I'll wait for the description. What
Yeah.
happened?
All right. You put the wand in, and as the second you do that, it seems like there is a shut-off switch, and everything starts. Not even like a, boo, but more like just a dead stop, and everything literally just stops.
Okay. All right.
And hang on. So that's about. It's been about 30 seconds since the wand clattered to the ground, and let's see here, doing this, and he succeeded. So guess who pops right back?
Hey!
Oh shit.
Oh, it's
Welcome.
temporary.
All right. So let me explain why I was stressing out. It removes something to another plane for a few turns, but there's a chance it could never come back. And if I made it disappear with the wand and it failed that chance,
Then
You'd be
there goes
screwed.
everything.
so I figured to so you got the wand and it's still back. So
All right, now we play a new game called Keep This Thing Away from the Fucking Dragon Cannon.
That should be easy enough.
Top of the order?
I'm
Yeah, I don't know
actually
where to go.
yeah because Cole was the last one and it would lose its turn. So yep, I'm gonna say top of the order and escalation is 1.
I
Okay.
goddamn hope so.
It Oh shit. Okay.
Good point. I goddamn hope so. Is
My lethal hunter is still active on him, right? It's a mark where it gives me
Right?
plus-
Yeah, it still counts.
Okay. And it's the same. Okay. I'm going to attack it with the blind bow.
Okay.
+1. And I'm going to aim at its head. Let's see if I...
That is not a hit.
Yay, 9 damage.
All right.
And I will move to here. That is my turn.
Okay. That is that. It is now Jarek, your turn again.
Okay. Well, we go ahead and use a standard action. I'm going to go ahead and just cast Wave of Decay since the escalation is on 1, right?
Correct.
Okay, it just showed up as 0 in the turn order for
Yeah,
me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The boss number changed to 1.
Whoops.
Fuck that.
Let me fix that.
Wait, okay, that is an extra 4 damage because of my unholy strength. That's 20 points of damage on that auto hit spell.
Okay.
That's negative energy damage for each point on the escalation die, and I can adjust that as I so desire.
All right, so 22, what it is now. Okay.
So, yeah, it's 20 total. 20.
Got it.
Let's see, that's the standard action, move action. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep shifting up here this way. And that'll be the end of my turn.